Hey guys, the Simple Student here, and welcome to episode 12 of Java Programming for Beginners. Last time we started working with two classes in the one Java program, and we're going to continue that today. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to make a method that uses parameters, and this method is going to be used in our second class. So, we're going to go into our second class now and make this method. So, what is it going to do? It's just going to say hello to the user, okay? So, we have our new class. Here. We don't need this method anymore. We're going to make a new one that's going to be called public void welcome message. Was that the same as I had before? I can't even remember. But now in these brackets, we're going to put our argument. So this is basically what's going to be passed into this method and used inside it. So we have to say what type the variable we're passing in is, and it's a string. I'm just going to call it name. Okay. And close that. Now inside this method, what do we want it to do? All that we really want it to do is just print this message to the user. So we're going to say system dot out dot print and then hello plus sign name. Okay, so you can actually do this. You can just have some text here saying hello, and then you can add a variable to the end of it, but we probably should put a space here, just so that there's a gap between this message and the variable name. Okay, so I think that's it really. I think I have an extra curly bracket. By the way, this void, all that means is that this method isn't returning anything to the user. It's just going to print this out, and then that'll be it. Okay, so we're going to go back to our first class now and work inside this main method. And what we're going to put inside here, for a start we need a scanner class, scanner object in this program. So we're going to have to import java.util.scanner. Okay, so we're importing a scanner, and we're just going to make our scanner object now. We're just going to call it input user equals new scanner system dot in. Okay, so we've made our scanner now, so we should be able to use this. Okay, so as we did in the last time, now we have to make an object of the bus class. So we're going to say bus object equals new bus. Okay, so we've made an object of the bus class. Now we're just going to print a message to the user and say system.out.print, and then I'm just going to tell them to enter their name. Okay, so we're telling the user to enter their name, and now we're going to use the scanner to get this name and store it in a variable. So we're just going to say string user name equals next input user dot next line. Oops. Okay, so now whatever the user types is going to be stored in this string variable called username. That shouldn't username. It should be like that. Okay, so now we have to pass this string into the other class, the method in the bus class. So to do that, we're just going to say the same as the last time, bus object dot welcome, and see the way it's coming up automatically here? That's quite handy because it knows that this method is in the other class, so we're just able to hit enter and it'll all come up itself. And now, what variable do we want to pass into this welcome message? We want to pass user name. That's this variable here. So we want to pass that into this welcome message method. Okay? So now we're going to run this and see what happens. Enter your name here. Click here, we're going to enter Pat. Hello Pat. So it's printing that back out to us. So there's quite a lot going on here. I'll just go through it once more. Okay, so first of all, in this bus class, we've made a public method, which means it can be accessed from any other class inside the same project, and it takes as an argument a string variable called name, and it's called name only inside this bus class. It doesn't have to have the same name in the other class. And what is it doing with this string name? It's system.out println hello and then the name after, okay? So now in this other class, all we really have to do is access this method and get a name from the user. So to do that, we're making a new scanner called input user. We're making an object of the bus class called bus object. We're then asking the user to enter their name. We're then taking that name that they enter and putting it into a string variable called username, and then we're accessing this method that we just looked at in the bus class, welcome message, and we're passing the variable username into this method in the bus object. So that's all really for this tutorial. It was quite complicated, so if you want to look over it again, that's no problem. And next time we're going to look at a thing called instance variables. Thanks for watching. This has been The Simple Student. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.